Hi YouTube. Today we're going to do part 3 of a series of videos I'm doing about how I searched for, found, and purchased this particular Roadtrek. The first 2 videos, hopefully, if you haven't watched them, maybe go back and watch them. They might be interesting to you, might be helpful. They kind of discuss my process for searching, so giving you hopefully some search tools that'll help you find some Roadtreks and discover kind of generally what the prices are. This is what I call a high interest vehicle. I have bought and sold many high interest vehicles. And what is a high-interest vehicle? It's one where the demand outstrips the supply. The vehicle's no longer in production. The ones that remain, people are very interested in getting for whatever reason. And so they're usually a decade or more old. Most of the time the ones I've dealt with are in their 20s. So the vehicle's already gone through its depreciation cycle and it's now rebounding, and prices are going back up from what were its low prices. The prices now are beginning to escalate because of the interest. And that's the case of these Roadtreks. They've depreciated. The older ones, 2000 and earlier, are nearing 20 years old. Mine's over 20. And so the prices have gone down into their 6s, we'll say, 7, 8. That's kind of as low as they get. And now they're starting to go back up, and they're, in some cases they're insane. But that's part 1 and 2. You can look at that. You can see for yourself in your area what prices are, and they vary all over the country. So, maybe near you they're less expensive. Out here in California, they're astronomical. So what's part 3 now is, having figured out how to look for one and where we might find a few of them. Part 3, the idea here is to get up close and personal. This is a vehicle. It's not necessarily the right fit for everybody. You might be too high. You might be too wide. I don't know. It might not be comfortable to sit in. You might not like the driving position. Walking around in it, it may make you feel claustrophobic. None of these things are going to be answered. None of these questions are going to be answered without you physically going out, finding a Roadtrek, going out, visiting it, and walking around, getting inside, sitting in the driver's seat or the passenger seat. If there are a couple of you, looking at the space, the actual space, not wide-angle pictures on YouTube of the space, but the actual space that you have to put things away and haul things, and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where we are here in part 3, is what do we do? Well, I have about 3 or 4 questions that I ask when I contact somebody. I find a Roadtrek nearby, or another Class B, and I make contact. So what's that initial first contact involve? In my case, it doesn't matter what somebody tells me about the vehicle. The vehicle, when I get to it, is going to tell me everything I want to know about it. People can say whatever they want. It runs good, it's shiny, whatever. Great, I don't care. I'm going to know that as soon as I see it. As soon as I start walking around, looking under the hood, underneath the van or vehicle, it's going to just talk to me. But that's me. So for you, going out looking at a vehicle, the first thing you're going to want to know is if this thing can even possibly make any sense to you. So what do you need to know? Well, if you're going to buy this vehicle, if it winds up, yes, 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 it fits, it's perfect, yeah, I love it, it's great, the price is right, what do you need to know before you go out there? So what questions do you need to ask before you get in your car, start the engine, and set off for this adventure to go see a Roadtrek? Well, the first thing I ask somebody is a qualifying question. Just, it's simple. I'm interested in your 1995 Roadtrek. Can you tell me a little about it? And usually people will respond by saying, sure, it's a 1995 Roadtrek, and they'll tell me all about wheels and tires and all kinds of things. Or I can say, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Is that okay? Sure. And so my first question is, are you the original owner? And the answer is yes or no. So let's assume it's no. No, I bought it from the original owner. Okay. Is the vehicle registered? Yes, the vehicle's registered. Great. Is the registration current? Uh-huh. Okay. Does the vehicle have a smog certificate? Yes, it does. Okay. Or no, it doesn't. Do you see any problem getting it smogged? That's something in the state of California that's the responsibility of the seller, not the buyer. So anybody that says, hems and haws about that may know something that would prevent it from being smogged, which would make it difficult for you to smog it and more costly. And these are things you want to know out in front, because all these things so far are things that would prevent you from running the vehicle on the road immediately. You'd have to deal with something else before you could drive it. Next question is the title clear? Vehicles can be damaged, wrecked, they can have salvage titles. So is the title clear? And is it, a clean title, not a salvage title? And are you the owner of the vehicle? Some people are selling vehicles for their infirmed parents, friends. There's all kinds of things going on. That's all something that you want to know. Are you dealing with the person that can sell you the vehicle? Yes. The vehicle's titled to me. Okay, great. So what have I found out? What I know is the vehicle is registered. It's got current tags. It's smoggable or not. And the person that I'm talking to has title to the vehicle, so they could sell it to me. They could sign it over to me. The smog, that's a big issue on these. Various things can go haywire, wear out, get old, and need to be repaired before they can pass smog inspection. So that can be $1,000 right out real quick. So you want to know something like that right away. It's as important as whether or not it's got tires and brakes. The last question that I ask is, does the vehicle have a service history, some records, receipts, records, that kind of thing? No, it doesn't have any of those. Well, those are valuable. They can be valuable to the extent of thousands of dollars of value in a high-interest vehicle because they show a regular maintenance service history on a vehicle, or it's left up to your guesswork as to how well this vehicle's been taken care of. After that, I'm done. I don't care, what color the interior is, that it's got leopard skin seat covers, that it's got a new CD or a DVD or a backup camera, or, filters on the water, or it's, I don't care. None of that matters. I'll know that as soon as I see it. And I'll value it for myself for whatever value it has to me. But the basic fundamental mechanical part of actually getting to the vehicle, being able to buy it, and then transferring the ownership in my name and being able to take it out on the road and drive it, that is what's important to me. And that was part 3. So if that's helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. If you think it'd help somebody else, this is any vehicle really. If you think it'd help somebody else, share it with them. Comment. We'll get to that in a second. I still need subscriptions, people to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can get back the utilities that I lost when YouTube recently changed its policies. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a giveaway, and I'm not sure what I'm going to give away yet, but I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to celebrate and thank all, the people that subscribe and give somebody a chance to win something. So that's upcoming. So please help me with a subscription if you're so inclined. And back to the comment thing to close things out. As always, comment as you see fit. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 4. This is a long and winding road we're on to get a Roadtrek. So stay tuned. There's more to come. Till the next video, see you later.